then, now, forever.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Monday Night Raw. We are live here in Mexico City. This is the first time ever that we have come to you live from Mexico City, and this is Monday Night Raw. And tonight, we have a huge stack show for you here tonight, including 2 championship matches that's going to take place here tonight. But first, we're going to kick off the show with our first championship match here tonight, which is going to be an open challenge. That is the Ring General Gunther is to defend right now. And here he comes as the Ring General is looking to put his championship on the line here tonight here in Mexico City. What wrestler is going to stand up to Gunther here tonight, here on Monday Night Raw? Gunther is amazing. This man became the Intercontinental Champion after defeating Bronson Reed for that championship at Bash in Berlin. Gunther came out strong, winning that match, and he is now one of the most dominant Intercontinental champions since Bronson Reed. But now, he's looking to face anybody blind here tonight. We don't know who will be challenging him, so it could be anybody from the back. Later tonight, we will hear from the World Heavyweight Champion, Drew McIntyre, as Drew McIntyre will be here tonight as he has some words for who he wants to face next and what's next for him as the World Heavyweight Champion. Gunther has been so impressive throughout the year, and also since us coming back on the road. Gunther is ready to put everything on the line and show why he is the best and why he is motivated to do what he needs to do here tonight.
Tonight, I was informed that I will defend my Intercontinental Championship here tonight. So with that being said, who's my challenger?
Rey Mysterio has just answered the challenge for the Intercontinental Championship against Gunther. And what other way to do it than do it here in Mexico City? Rey Mysterio, one of the most greatest luchadors to ever step foot here in DWC. And now, he's ready to challenge for that Intercontinental Championship. What could this mean for Rey Mysterio, and can he get the huge victory here tonight? I mean, I don't see why not. But Rey Mysterio has won countless championships throughout his time here in DWC. But Rey Mysterio has never held the Intercontinental Championship here in DWC. So we're about to see how this plays out for Mysterio here tonight. But the battle between him and Gunther, oh, this is definitely something huge. But right now, this is what it's about. That Intercontinental Championship. But let's not talk anymore. Let's take it up to our ring announcer for this official match. The following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the Intercontinental Championship. Introducing first, the challenger from San Diego, California, Rey Mysterio. And his opponent from Vienna, Austria, he is the Intercontinental And here we go. This is what it's about. That Intercontinental Heavyweight Championship. Referee John Cone is the officiate of this match. Rey Mysterio going straight into Gunther with that. But Gunther comes back on him quick. This is the thing about Gunther. You got to stay quick on him because you know how fast this man moves. But look at Rey Mysterio. Rey Mysterio got a hold. Oh, but the cheap shot right there from Gunther. But Rey Mysterio re-counters that right there. Rey Mysterio with a huge reception here tonight, here from the fans, here from Mexico. Rey Mysterio, Mexican heritage native, hailing from San Diego, California. And he opened the challenge here for Gunther right there. And he went for that springboard moonsault, but missed it wildly right there. Gunther going in for a quick cover right there. And no, that was a near fall. Gunther with that chop right there. And Gunther with the splash, dropping all his weight right down to Rey Mysterio. And Gunther got him up. Uh-oh. Gunther with a power bomb right there. Both men locked up. Both of these men locking up here. And look at Gunther putting the strength right there on the Mysterio. The referee have to step in head. And look, another cheap shot. In a clothesline. A devastating clothesline from hell. Taking down Mysterio. And Gunther right there with the elbow. And look at Gunther. Gunther working on the leg right there. Working on that leg of Mysterio. And now he's bringing him to his feet here. Oh, kick right to the face. Jesus Christ. And now Gunther's up top. Gunther drops down with a body splash. And Gunther right there tried to go in for it, but it wasn't enough. But now he's setting him up. He's setting Mysterio up. What is he looking for here? And Gunther with another power bomb. Could this do it? And now look at both of them. Both of them locked up right here. But Gunther right there just tossing him over. And now Rey Mysterio was back in control. Rey Mysterio went for it yet again, but it just wasn't enough. Rey Mysterio is not sticking to his guns, and he got to stay fully focused on him at all times. And no, that was a near fall right there. Uh-oh, he's got him up. Oh, drop him down right there. And now Gunther. Gunther works on the face right there with that knee. And Gunther right there with another knee to the face, but this time from the top of the rope. Can this do it? And no way, Mysterio is still in this thing. Oh, and Gunther. Look at Gunther just taking the punches right there to Mysterio. And now he's trying to set him up for that Boston Crab. He's got it locked in. He's got that Boston Crab locked in. And it wasn't effective enough to put Mysterio out. Mysterio crawling under that ring, veteran-like instinct right there. Oh, and Mysterio counters it right there. And did you just see that right there? The innovation of that drop kick from that spring from Mysterio. But Gunther comes back on him right there with a devastating kick. But Mysterio moved out of that as quick as possible. Now look at him, working on him right there, working on the abdomen. And now he's bringing him up. Uh-oh. And with his Mysterio. Uh-oh. Rey Mysterio with the Bulldog from the top of the rope right there. And he's going in for that cover. 2. And no, Gunther is still in this thing. Rey Mysterio got Gunther up and drops him down right there. Right from his shoulder. And Mysterio is up top. And Mysterio with a crossbody. And Gunther survives. This match has been hard-hitting from start to now. And Rey Mysterio clotheslining Gunther to the outside of the ring. These men has just been giving the work to one another, and they are not stopping. And Mysterio! Rey Mysterio with a DDT. Rey Mysterio's up top. Monday Night Raw is going to continue this action for the Intercontinental Championship when we come back live. And Monday Night Raw continues with the Intercontinental Championship on the line. Rey Mysterio, he hits the 6-1. Oh my God, Gunther caught in midair right there. Caught Rey Mysterio in midair. Tried to go for the 619, and Gunther comes down with the splash, but Rey Mysterio quickly reverses that right there. And now he goes in for a cover. And no, Gunther survives. And look at Rey Mysterio just giving the work right there, and Gunther just clotheslines the hell out of Rey Mysterio back to the outside. And Gunther right there working on him. These two men has been delivering this match throughout here tonight. Rey Mysterio has so much to fight for, especially in front of his native hometown right here, but also Gunther as the defending Intercontinental Champion, as he has a lot at stake as well here tonight. And Gunther right there with those devastating kicks right to the chest of Mysterio. And now look, he's trying to set up Mysterio. He's trying to get Mysterio up, and he does it. He gets the drop kick right there. And now he's going in for a cover. And Mysterio is still in this thing. Look at him driving Mysterio's head right into that turnbuckle. Uh-oh. What the hell does Gunther have in mind here? Oh my Jesus Christ. He's literally trying to rip the head off of Mysterio right here. And another devastating kick right to the head of Mysterio. Rey Mysterio got to keep his momentum going throughout this match if he wants to win this Intercontinental Heavyweight Championship. Uh-oh, but what does Gunther have in mind? And Gunther is looking for that powerbomb, and he gets it. Will this seal the fate of Mysterio? And Gunther gets the victory. Wow. Gunther came, destroyed, and dominated, and he remained the Intercontinental Champion. Unfortunately, Rey Mysterio did not win the championship, but time will tell. Rey Mysterio could also get another chance down the line, but he did not get it here tonight against Gunther. Gunther has just been too dominant as champion, and he's not slowing down anytime soon. At the end of the day, Gunther is still your Intercontinental Champion. The reign of the Ring General continues.
Adam, please give me a match tonight. I'm so sick and tired of waiting for my opportunity. Now please give me someone worthy of my time now.
Okay, you want a match so freaking bad, huh? This is what I'll do. Go down to the ring, and you will see your challenger really soon. And next time, don't just come in my office without an invitation. Otherwise, there will be some repercussion.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, tonight we will hear from the World Heavyweight Champion Drew McIntyre. That will be later on tonight here on Monday Night Raw, as Drew McIntyre will discuss what's next for him and also who is ready to step up next for the World Heavyweight Champion. Drew McIntyre been holding that championship since regaining it from SummerSlam against Seth Rollins, but it's still later tonight. But ladies and gentlemen, we are in the beautiful city of Mexico. It's so beautiful here as we just see the sights, the sets. It's so beautiful here in Mexico City. You can see all types of scenery throughout the regime here tonight. As we're getting ready for more action, but now here comes Pete Dunne. As Pete Dunne asking for a match here, and he's about to get it one-on-one right now. The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Midlands, England, weighing in at 198 pounds, he is the Bruiserweight, Pete Dunne! Pete Dunne has been constantly bothering Adam Pearce for opportunities after opportunities after opportunities, but he just seemed like he just can't get them correctly. I don't know what type of opponent that he's looking for, but I mean, it gotta be an opponent that can match for him. But who will Adam Pearce put in the front of Pete Dunne here tonight? We're about to see right now. Who is the challenger? Hey! Dragon Lee has stepped up to Pete Dunne here in his hometown of Mexico City. And his opponent from Mexico City, Dragon Lee! Dragon Lee is a well-renowned Luchador wrestler from all around the world, especially in Mexico. He is really respected throughout the wrestling world, but he's here in DWC and to make a name for himself. And that is what he's doing here tonight, also in the front of his hometown here tonight, here on Monday Night Raw. Can Dragon Lee get it done? Will he beat Pete Dunne? We're about to see right now, because this could definitely be a match of the ages between these two different types of wrestling styles. A luchador wrestler versus a bruiserweight. And Pete Dunne brings a lot of strength to this match. But not also to count out Dragon Lee, because Dragon Lee brings in a lot of charismatic skills and also flight and athleticism throughout this match too. And now this match is officially underway as Dragon Lee losing quickly on Pete Dunne. And there's the referee going in for that early pinfall right there. But Dragon Lee thought he had the victory right there, tried to put him away quickly here. Thought he was going to get that victory here in his hometown in Mexico, as Pete Dunne requested this match and he got just what he was asking for. But can he do the job here tonight, and can he put away Dragon Lee? But the way Dragon Lee is moving right now, it doesn't seem very likely for Pete Dunne. Dragon Lee is all over Pete Dunne right here. He is in control from this match, from the start. But it looked like he didn't get all of that right there from Pete Dunne. And now Pete Dunne is just tossing it to him right there. And now look at Dragon Lee. Oh, and Dragon Lee throws Pete Dunne. Pete Dunne running to the referee. But now both of these men locking up here. They're locking up. And now Dragon Lee got him in the submission hold. Got him in the headlock right there. Can Dragon Lee get it done? Can Dragon Lee do it? And Dragon Lee is taken down. Oh, and Pete Dunne right there. Right to the side of the face of Dragon Lee. This has been a quick-paced, moving match so far between both these men. And look at Dragon Lee with the half Boston Crab locked in. And Pete Dunne with a reversal right there. With a drop kick right there to Dragon Lee. And Pete Dunne right there with a clothesline right there. Almost knocking the head off of Lee. Pete Dunne is fully in control right now. He is taking control of this match here. And Pete Dunne right there with a massive drop kick. Just dropping down Dragon Lee on the outside of the ringside area right here in the front of us. And Dunne just looking on inside the ring as Dragon Lee gets back to his feet here. And Dragon Lee is back in. And Pete Dunne, and Pete Dunne right there thought he had it, but Dragon Lee right there with a knee right to the side of the face. And no, that was a near fall right there as Dragon Lee thought he had it. And Dragon Lee with the tornado DDT. And he's going up top here. The jackhammer from midway from the middle rope right there. And now look at Dragon Lee trying to get the Mexican crowd here on his level here, trying to hype up the crowd as the crowd is innovated right now. But what does Dragon Lee got set up for him? And Dragon Lee almost had it, but Pete Dunne looked like he reversed that right there. And Dunne. And Lee off their reversal right there, and a punch right to the back of the kidneys. And he just tackles Pete Dunne off the rope right there. The referee starting his count. Pete Dunne got to get back inside of. He does not want to get counted out here. This is not a way that Pete Dunne wants to go out. Dragon Lee rolls on the outside, rolls right into the wrong lane. But now Pete Dunne is in control back into this matchup here. Pete Dunne got what he requested for. He's getting some competition, but the question is, can he be successful here tonight? Still to come tonight, we will see the World Heavyweight Champion, Drew McIntyre, as we will hear from him, as he will give us what's next for him and who will be his next challenger going forward. That is our main event here tonight. That will close us out here tonight here in Mexico City. And not only that, next week, ladies and gentlemen, we are heading to the TD Garden in Boston, Massachusetts. So you don't want to miss that. And look at Dragon Lee. Dragon Lee seems like he's back in control of Pete Dunne. Pete Dunne looked like he just glitched out. I don't know what the hell just happened right there. And now Lee with the kicks right there. Dragon Lee right there with a double kick right to the chest cavity of Pete Dunne. And Dragon Lee, he's settling him up. And Dragon Lee hits it once more. And Pete Dunne. And Pete Dunne hits it. Could this be it here? 1, 2, no! And Dragon Lee kicks out. Are you serious? reversal. Oh, and a cover here. Whoa! Dragon Lee gets the victory. Here is your winner, Dragon Lee! Congratulations to Dragon Lee as he won this match here tonight, here on Monday Night Raw. Wow, I'm still in disbelief, but Pete Dunne tried everything he could in his might to do what he needed to do, but it just wasn't enough to get the victory here tonight, here on Monday Night Raw, as we got Dragon Lee sitting tall here in his hometown, here in Mexico City, as he gets the big W against Pete Dunne. And I know Pete Dunne is not sitting well with this loss once again. Dragon Lee is over the moon here tonight, picking up that major victory here tonight on Monday Night Raw.
The rules have changed over the years. Danger has remained the same. 10 competitors, 2 rings, 1 cage, no holds barred.
Hey Adam, sorry to come up on you like this, but listen, when is AJ Styles gonna get his opportunity at the World Heavyweight Championship? And now listen, as a veteran in this business, I know I have to earn it. So with that being said, what's next for me?
Listen, AJ, I know you've really been waiting for your moment at the World Heavyweight Championship. So this is what I am gonna do. Let me move some things around and figure out what I can do to get you into the world title fold. I can't promise anything, but once I come up with a solution, I'll have you back in my office in no time. Sounds good.
Thanks, Adam.
And you see it, the Creed brothers are in the ring for tag team action here tonight, here on Monday Night Raw, as they has a huge high-stakes match against them, as they are about to take on the World Tag Team Champions, the most dominant tag team champions we've seen in a long time here in DWC. Ivar and Eric have been holding those championships for almost well over 2 years, but they are here tonight for more dominance. The following tag team contest is set for one fall. Making their way to the ring, they are the World Tag Team Champions, the team of Eric and Ivar, the Viking Raiders. As you see, they are about to enter the ring as they're ready for Demolition Derby, as they're ready to take on American Made. It could definitely mean a lot if American Made can knock off these 2 men here tonight. They could possibly get a World Tag Team Championship match down the line, but they gotta go through these men right now, here tonight, here on Monday Night Raw. We saw a huge championship match opening the show here tonight as Gunther defended his Intercontinental Championship against Rey Mysterio. Rey Mysterio had a huge reception here tonight from the Mexican crowd as we are live here tonight here in Mexico City, coming to you for the first time ever from Mexico here for a TV event. DWC Monday Night Raw will come to you live, premiering here on our official YouTube channel next week from inside of the TD Garden in Boston, Massachusetts. And look at Ivar. Ivar just slamming down Julius. And look at Eric. Now Eric is in control. Oh, but look at Julius. Julius got him. And Julius right there with a suplex on the outside of the ring right there. And now he just tossing Eric right into that video wall right there. And now he's tossing him once more, tossing right into it. And now both these men are on the outside of the ring here. And look at Julius. Julius is just dragging him across, tossing him like a rag doll right there. And there's both these men on the outside of the ring. But Monday Night Raw will continue when we come back after this.
The rules have changed over the years. Danger has remained the same. 10 competitors, 2 rings, 1 cage, no holds barred.
Monday Night Raw continues with tag team action as we have American Made going up against the Viking Raiders in this tag team action here tonight. This is a non-title match, but you see Ivar has been taking it to Julius right there, and he's going in for a cover, and that was a near fall. And now Ivar just tossing Julius in a dangerous situation, but Julius counters it right there. And now he puts Ivar in that same situation, but Ivar reverses it right there. And now he returns the favor back right there. And now here comes Eric back into the match up here. In a double team right there from the Viking Raiders. Eric is going up top. What does Eric have in mind here? And Eric right there. Oh, and he drops him down right there on his back. And he does it. Uh-oh.
That's a tag.
And now here comes Julius. And he hits it, and they get it right there. Double team right there from American Made. Eric slides under the ropes right there. And Julius just tossing back in Eric back inside the ring here. Brodus got to get out of the ring. He is not the legal man. He must exit out of the ring. As you see Ivar looking on right now, but Julius is up top. What does Julius have in mind? And Julius right there with a drop kick, taking down Eric. And he goes for the tag, and he tags in Brodus right here. Oh my God. Jesus Christ. And now he's back up again, another jackhammer, taking him down right there. And now he's going in for a cover. And Ivar breaks up that pinfall right there. As now Brodus with that submission hold locked in on Eric. Got him locked in here. And look at him. And he got it. And he drops him down right there. And now here it comes Ivar. Ivar is back into this thing here. Oh, and he hits it. And now look at him working on the legs right there. And that reversal. And now look, he's got him up. And he drops him down right there. Next week, Monday Night Raw comes to us live from Madison Square Garden. Guys, we don't want to miss that. Also, we have a very special guest that will be joining us back here on Monday Night Raw. DWC legend, John Cena. That is going to be one hell of a homecoming for John Cena next week on Monday Night Raw. And we cannot wait to see that. And Julius right there. Julius is now in control. And Julius with that standing moonsault. And going for a cover there. But Eric breaks up that pinfall. And Julius just tackles Ivar on the outside of the ring here. And now tossed back inside the ring by Brodus. Brodus tosses him back inside. Uh-oh. Oh, hitting right on back there. And now look at Julius. Julius walking around. And now Julius is back inside. And a German suplex right there. A German suplex from Eric. And now he going for a cover. And no, that is a near fall. And both these men is outside of the ring here. And now look at Eric trying to get some momentum going back for the Viking Raiders, the tag team champions. And that's exactly what they doing. As you saw, he just tackled Julius off of the ropes right there. I'm sorry, Brodus. Now Julius getting back inside of the ring here, but he got to stay focused. And now he's got him up. And Eric right there, just dropping down Julius right to the back. Julius falling right off the back of his head right there.
Tag is good.
And he's got him. Oh, and just tossing Ivar right into him. And now Ivar stepping to the top. He's stepping up in the cannonball. The cannonball right there from Ivar. 2 and no. That was a near fall. Oh my gosh, did you just see that kick right to the face of Julius? And now look at Eric just driving to the crowd here, but he goes in for the tag to Brodus. Now he's still working on him right there. Now he's back inside. Uh-oh. Oh! And Eric hits it. Eric hits it. Could this be it? 2. And no. Brodus is still in it. He thought he had it right there. Uh-oh. Enough suplex from the top of the ropes right there. The Viking Raiders is still in control. They are putting their hurt on each and every one of these members of American Made here. And now look at Brodus. Brodus got him up. Brodus with a scoop slam. And he's going to the skies. But now here comes Ivar. And Brodus right there with his own modified cannonball. And he goes for the cover. 2. And no. Ivar still in this thing. Both of these teams want to be victorious here tonight and walk out with a big W. But who will it be? Will it be American Made or the World Tag Team Champions, the Viking Raiders? And now look, he's got him. He just tossing him shoulder first right there into that turnbuckle. Brodus trying to give it all, his all in this match here tonight. It can score yet a lot for this team if they can get that victory. But look at Ivar. Ivar looks hungry, but look. Uh-oh. What does Brodus have in mind? And Ivar right there with a reverse DDT, taking him down. And Ivar. What does Ivar have in mind? And he drops him down right there on his shoulders, snapping Brodus in half. And the War Raiders gets the victory yet again. Here are your winners, the Viking Raiders! The dominance continues from these men. It will not stop as the War Raiders, they're going to keep going. They're going to keep fighting. They're going to keep pushing until there's no end in sight. And they're going to dominate each and every one of these competitors that's in this tag team division. And that's exactly what we have been seeing between these two men. But the question is, who's going to dethrone them as the tag team champions? But the way it seems, it's not ever going to happen because they are not stopping at nothing.
Did you see that? That was disgrace. I wasn't even ready, Adam. Listen, you better stop playing with me and give me someone I can fight and destroy.
Did I tell you I didn't want to see your ass again tonight? What's the problem now? Oh, so you losing is my fault. Okay, so that wasn't enough for you, huh? How about next week your ass is going one-on-one with? Let me see. The Celtic Warrior Sheamus. How about that? Hey, if you don't mind, I have some things to get back to, so you're excused.
Monday Night Raw continues here in Mexico City as you see the beautiful sights as we have been giving you everything here tonight here in Mexico City, and the action does not stop as we got more still to come tonight. As leading off from here tonight, ladies and gentlemen, continue on because going into 2026 WrestleMania, ladies and gentlemen, as we've heard a few weeks ago, that WrestleMania will be coming to us live for the first time ever from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, inside, yes, right there, the Lincoln Financial Field. That is going to take place on April the 11th and Sunday, April the 12th. Ladies and gentlemen, you don't want to miss this. This is going to be something so monumental, it's something so precedented, and it's going to be history making. For the first time ever, as DWC WrestleMania emanates from inside the Lincoln Financial Field for the biggest show of them all, WrestleMania. It is definitely special to me because it's in my heart, because it is right in my backyard. So I'm so excited that DWC is finally bringing WrestleMania to my neck of the woods. WrestleMania is just going to be so action-packed as we're closely getting there. But ladies and gentlemen, we have another announcement as Saturday's night's main event returns for the first time since WWE 2K14. As we will bring to you Saturday's night main event live Saturday, December 13th from the Washington, D.C.'s Capital One Arena. Ladies and gentlemen, things is getting hot and hot and hotter, and you don't want to miss that, guys. Saturday's night main event is back, and it's coming to us. Yeah, how about that one? Saturday's night main event, but the action continues on, and here it comes, Natalya. The following contest is scheduled for one fall, making her way to the ring from Calgary, Alberta, Canada, And speaking of long time, Natalya is definitely one of the women that literally been with us the entire time here at DWC since the tender of this show and this company. Natalya been with us since SmackDown vs. Raw 2010. Natalya now has become one of the longest tender women on the roster alongside Carlita Stratigan. Natalya and Carlita actually battled for the first ever Divas Championship at Judgment Day of 2010, which that match was won by Carlita, but now Natalya has a lot more history to make. And her opponent from Laredo, Texas, Roxanne Perez. Natalya has been so impressive as of late, but tonight Natalya has Roxanne Perez in this one-on-one match. What can Natalya deliver here tonight to the prodigy Roxanne here tonight, here on Monday Night Raw, as Roxanne is steady trying to get her footing in the door. But that is what Roxanne is definitely doing here tonight. If she can knock off Natalya, that right there alone puts you above the rest. Natalya, a veteran here in the business, and Roxanne Perez is just now getting her feel throughout the show. But Roxanne and Natalya are completely two different, they're two completely different entities in the ring. Natalya is a technical skilled wrestler, and then you have Roxanne, who's a firecracker and like a lit torch, and once you light it, she pops off. So combining these two together, it can make magic between these two. And that's exactly what we're about to see right now between both these women. Natalya in her own right being a former Divas champion in her own right, but Natalya never won a major championship within the past 10 years. So Natalya is looking for some type of advantage there to, grasp to something and get herself back to that elevated role here in the company. And I feel like Roxanne Perez is that one she probably sets the tone for or with here tonight. We saw earlier today that Gunther opened the show with an open challenge for the Intercontinental Championship. Rey Mysterio answered the challenge And not only that, next week we will be emanating from Boston, Massachusetts inside the TD Garden, which we will see the homecoming for DWC legend John Cena. That is going to be very, very impressive, and it's going to be a beautiful homecoming for John Cena. Not only that, John Cena has a date with Gunther at Saturday's Night Main Event after Gunther and John Cena was supposed to get their match at Crown Jewel, but unfortunate circumstance happened where we couldn't have Crown Jewel. So now John Cena is finally going to get his match against Gunther, and that is going to take place on Saturday, December 13th, and it's going to happen, premiering right here on our official YouTube channel. So John Cena will be here in Boston next week to give his words to Gunther, because Gunther had been having a lot to say about John Cena, but now John Cena is back next week. We're going to see what John Cena got to say. Roxanne is completely in control of Natalya right here. In control of Natalya. Now look at her, just punching her right to the back. Oh, right to the back of the kidneys. And Roxanne right there with a backstabber. A backstabber right there to Natalya. And she drop kicks her right there. Uh-oh. And pop rocks. The pop rocks right there from Roxanne Perez. And no, Natalya is still in this thing. But Natalya quickly rolls outside of the ring right there. And Roxanne is up top. What does Roxanne have in mind here? Roxanne with a crossbody to Natalya on the outside. Roxanne just taking it to the veteran Natalya here in this match. And now she's up top. And Roxanne right there with the Meteora. The double knees. And now the referee goes in for a pinfall. And no, Natalya stays in this thing here. Natalya still in the fight. And now Roxanne. Oh, and Natalya reverses that right there. And Natalya right there gets her down with a sit-out face buster. And Natalya with that spinning clothesline. And what is she going for here? Oh, and Natalya has the sharpshooter locked in. She got it locked in. And Roxanne Perez taps out. Natalya picks up the W. Here is your winner, Natalya. Congratulations to Natalya picking up that massive victory over Roxanne Perez, putting her in that famous sharpshooter made famous by her uncle, Bret Hart, WWE Hall of Famer. She used that right there to her advantage to get this victory over Natalya in this match here tonight. This was that Meteor right there to Natalya, and this is where she went into the cover as she thought she was about to get it, but it wasn't enough to put Natalya away. And then Natalya with that set out face buster. And then this right here is where Natalya went for it. Natalya right there with that spinning clothesline. And then she goes in with the sharpshooter locked in. That sealed the fate for Roxanne Perez. Natalya secures the win, and she's trying to get back on track. And that is exactly what Natalya is doing. And she got the win here tonight, here on Monday Night Raw.
The rules have changed over the years. Danger has remained the same. 10 competitors, 2 rings, 1 cage, no holds barred.
Well, still to come tonight, the World Heavyweight Champion Drew McIntyre is here as he addressed what's next for him and who he wants to challenge next for his World Heavyweight Championship. Drew McIntyre definitely got a lot to say, as Drew McIntyre wants to see who's next for him and who's ready to step up to the plate to challenge him for that championship. Monday Night Raw is continuing, ladies and gentlemen. But ladies and gentlemen, also please don't forget, because also coming this December, DWC will be going on the road for a holiday tour. And it's going to be premiering live on our official YouTube channel. So you don't want to miss that, guys. Well, we're taking it back inside of the ring as we got Penta, a hometown boy, in the ring, ready for one-on-one action here tonight. Wait, who is that? Making his way to the ring from Mexico City, El Grande Americano. El Grande Americano is here on Monday Night Raw, making his debut, about to take on Penta. Well, we are in Mexico, so they all coming out here tonight. But what does... Wow. So we're about to see this gentleman from Mexico City, from the local area, as he's about to take on global wrestler Penta in this one-on-one match right now. Well, we always say everything's always full of surprises, but here we go. El Grande Americano and Penta is set for action. The referee sounds the bell, and here we go. And El Americano starts it off right there. Look at him. Got it locked in right there. Won't let Penta go, but Penta with that reversal right there got him in the headlock. Got him locked in. And El Grande Americano is coming back to his feet. And look at Penta. And look. Both men locked up here. Both men locked up. And El Grande got him back. Got him locked in. And now he got him. Penta tried to go for that kick right there, but he wildly missed that right there. Oh, and that kick right to the face. And Penta with a springboard leg drop right there to Americano. And now Penta's going up to the top. Penta's up. What does Penta have in mind here? And Penta with the Hurricanrana from the top of the rope. And now he's going for the cover here. That was a near fall 2 count right there from referee John Cone. And now what is Penta looking for? And Penta right there. And now our cover. Oh! And a step up enziguri right there. And El Grande right there with a moonsault from the top of a rope right to Penta. And Penta kicks out right there as he's still in this thing. Oh, and Penta, and a belly-to-belly suplex right there from Americano. And he's got him up right there with a fisherman's carry. Oh, and he drops him down right there, right off the apron. Now he slides back in. Oh! Both men on the outside right here. Penta staying strong on Americano. But he's coming back on him. Wiley right there coming back on him. And he's got him up. And he drops him down right there. Now Americano. Oh, and a moonsault right from the apron. And now tossing right there into the video board. And now both men back inside the ring, head to game. Oh, with the Tallulah bomb! The Tallulah bomb! 1, 2. Oh no! And he's still in it. El Grande is still in it after that Tallulah bomb. But Penta is not done. He said he's not done. And he hits it! Can he put him away right here? 1, 2, 3. Penta picks up the major victory here. Here is your winner, Penta! Congratulations to Penta as he picked up that major victory right here. But look at that Tallulah bomb. That was hell. That was crazy how he did that move. But he wasn't done after that. This is where he puts him away as Penta gave it all to him right there as Americano didn't have enough to get this victory here tonight. But it was nice that you came. But now you're just going to see him packing away. Penta standing strong here tonight, here on Monday Night Raw. Everyone's on their feet for Penta. But ladies and gentlemen, Boston, Massachusetts is where we're headed next week. Because ladies and gentlemen, we got a homecoming like no other as John Cena will be coming back to Monday Night Raw next week as he gears up for his huge match against the Intercontinental Champion Gunther at Saturday's night main event. That is going to be one hell of a match we're going to see between those two gentlemen. You don't want to miss it as we emanate from inside the TD Garden. Wait, whoa, CM Punk. What is CM Punk doing out here? See, I don't believe CM Punk was advertised here tonight. But he's here. And there he is, CM Punk. It's been a couple of weeks since we've seen him, but he's back. CM Punk is one of the best to ever do it. Former multiple-time world champion actually defeated John Cena at WrestleMania Atlanta for the DWC title. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome CM Punk! CM Punk just coming out of nowhere, and we're trying to make understanding of why CM Punk is here and what is his agenda here. There's no match schedule, so he looks like he has something to say. But I do know that CM Punk is still waiting for his opportunity for that World Heavyweight Championship against Drew McIntyre. Mexico just lit up when they heard the TV static at the beginning of CM Punk's theme.
Listen, I know everyone here was inspecting Drew McIntyre, but here's the thing. No one wants to keep hearing him talk over and over again, week after week. It's time for Drew to put that World Heavyweight Championship on the line. against me, as I'm so sick and tired of waiting. And as everyone here knows that CM Punk does not wait around for anything or anyone. So Drew, get your ass down here now and step to my face and accept my challenge for the World Heavyweight Championship.
Wait a minute, hold on. Now here comes AJ Styles, but hold on. Don't forget, we saw AJ Styles earlier tonight backstage with Adam Pearce to discuss an opportunity against Drew McIntyre for that World Heavyweight Championship. And this must not be sitting well for AJ Styles, because AJ Styles supposed to be next in line. So I feel like CM Punk and AJ Styles gonna have to talk this out right now. That's why AJ Styles coming down right now to confront CM Punk. AJ Styles said he was not sitting in the back listening to this any longer. We know these two men have a lot of mutual respect for one another, but CM Punk, he's the veteran, but AJ Styles is definitely that guy. So either way, some way, somehow, one of these men will be going for that World Heavyweight Championship against Drew McIntyre. The only thing is, who? But we're about to see what's up their sleeves right now.
Hold on, Punk. What the hell is this? You know I'm the next contender for that World Heavyweight Championship, and then you come out here demanding him to come out here. That's not the way this thing works. Listen, I know you might have been away for almost, like 10 years since WWE 2K14. But anyways, Punk, your time has passed, and this is my moment right now. So with the utmost respect, Punk, get in the back of the damn line.
First of all, CM Punk doesn't wait in any line, and that's for damn sure. And with that being said, Adam Pearce didn't make you the #1 contender yet. What, just because you ran to him and cried for an opportunity? And speaking of time has passed, that seems like your timing right now, so you're getting desperate for another chance. Well, guess what? We got some bad news, because I'm next.
So I guess there's only one way to settle this thing here. How about next week inside from the TD Garden, me, AJ Styles, takes on you, CM Punk, and whoever wins that match gets McIntyre at Madison Square Garden in 2 weeks. How about that?
Fine, you're on, but I want you to take some friendly advice from me. Next week in Boston, I hope you bring everything to the table, because I know I will. And when I do, I'm going to leave you wasted and standing over you as the next #1 contender.
Punk, I hope you do, which means we are both going to be laid wasted. But AJ Styles is leaving the Garden the next #1 contender. And with that being said, let the best man win. I'll see your ass next week.
Well, you heard that right. Next week, AJ Styles and CM Punk will compete in a #1 contenders match, and the winner will face Drew McIntyre in Madison Square Garden in 2 weeks for that championship. Thank you for joining us here